everybody, and welcome to the Æther-Tech Wars. I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and GM for this Pathfinder 2e campaign, and joining me around my virtual table tonight are Brandie, Brie, Delioth, Dyto, and John. Say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Now, before we begin, we do have a few announcements to get through, starting with the sponsor for this campaign, XSplit. XSplit is a high-quality virtual webcam background remover that works with your already existing webcam. Using this program, you can protect your privacy while you work or play remotely by blurring the background, removing it entirely, or even putting your favorite picture as the background instead. You can download the app today at xsplit.com, and if you use the coupon code RANDOM with a capital R, you can get 10% off of your purchase. You can find our referral link in the show description. This week, we are back with another episode of Magi Knight's Awakening. It's going to be a lot of fun. Our heroes are in the middle of, towards the end of their investigation phase. There's a lot of things they have to look into, and it's kind of hard to divide them. We'll see what the team does. Now, you can keep up to date on our schedule and everything we do here on the network by following us on Facebook as Random Rhapsody TV, on Twitter as @random_Rhapsody, on Blue Sky as Random Rhapsody, and on TikTok as Random Rhapsody_TV. And that's going to do it for our announcements. So join us as we return to the world of Loroupa and journey along with a group of Pathfinders who have unwittingly found themselves embroiled in the Æther-Tech Wars. And we're back. Now, we do our recaps by offering up the Random Rhapsody coin, which is good for a free reroll during the game. Whoever does the recap gets that coin, including me, and I doubt anyone really wants me to have a reroll, and especially in Pathfinder. That sounds terrible. But hey, if you want to, I'll gladly take it. Anyway, does anybody want to do the recap this week?
I'll do it.
Okay. Well, in that case, Draven, tell us what happened last time on the Æther-Tech Wars.
All right. I'm going to premise this to the viewers. This is Draven finally writing a letter home to his mentor. So, Dear Owen, hello. How are you? I hope that Jorun is smiling upon you and keeping you safe. I was worried when I left that you would struggle a bit being alone again, but I'm sure you're doing just fine. Hopefully you haven't had to deal with too many ghouls or ghosts in my absence. I was just wanting to write and let you know that I completed my first mission with the Conclave. My group actually did it. After a tough battle, my companions spent most of their time resting and researching the items we found. There was lots of little metal contraptions and weird mechanical bits and a book with numbers. It gave me a bad feeling, so I just left it alone. At one point, there was this large screaming metal death box that just started to get really loud and humming and steaming. Whatever Zormunder was doing down there, he totally forgot to turn it off when he ran away. Oh, I forgot to say, Zormunder is this gnome we were fighting. He seemed to be in charge of whatever was going on down there in the caves. But back to the story. His machine was building up with pressure, and it seemed like it was about to burst. But my friend Malachi actually figured out how to disarm it. He is very smart and overly flirtatious, and very confusing, and makes you question a lot about yourself. But I don't think you'd like him. Once the machine was taken care of, we returned to the surface and brought back one of the robot constructs to the mayor. She congratulated us and gave us our money, and asked if we could just stay in town for a bit. She had contacted the Conclave to get some assistance with researching what we had found down below. But it would take about a week. I offered her any help that we could do for her, and she agreed. So now we're going to be in Woodpine for another week. The mayor gave us some possible tasks we could do while we wait for the Conclave members. Not sure what we're going to do, but we'll decide that later. I am excited that things are going so well, though. My book is already starting to fill up with all of my new friends that I've made, so many names. I can't wait to come back and tell my brothers and sisters at the White Flame Orphanage all about it. They would especially love my new friends Aeden and Maiko. I'm not sure if they would like Kikiro. We only just met, but I'm sure they would. Anyways, hopefully the kids aren't driving Sister Evangeline too crazy while I'm gone. I told Peter and Maggie to help out if possible, but you know those two. If you could please check in from time to time, I would appreciate it. Also, make sure that Thomas is not causing too much trouble, and if he is, you just say that Draven will be disappointed to hear that. That usually puts an end to it. Anyways, I've rambled on enough. I'm sure the funerals you need to prepare for, so please take care of yourself. I'm not ready to be in charge of the cemetery just yet. Thank you for your help and guidance. Your apprentice, Draven.
Very well done. Okay, there you go. There's the random Rhapsody coin. Don't forget to use it, though. It only lasts this session. Well, Pathfinders, you are currently in the town of Woodpine. As Draven said, you had an early start to your day. You've done your shopping, you've met with the mayor, you've learned about the various jobs that are up for grabs for local adventurers. You have in total about 3 days to until the experts from the Erudite Conclave arrive in town. And as Draven said, Mayor Hardgrove did ask you all to stick around so you can show the experts what you found under the city and answer any questions they might have. And so, with that in mind, you all have a bit of time to kill. The mayor is currently offering up 3 bounties, which you can do to earn a little extra coin while you're waiting. There's a request to deal with a basilisk at the southern coast. There's one to hunt down a troll in the forest to the north of the village. And there's also one to try and track down the gnome leading the kobolds and goblins in the tunnels. The chief engineer, known as Zormunder. You've all gathered back together again at the Crow's Cask Inn to discuss your options over an early lunch, which has been provided to you all free of charge by the mayor. So, Pathfinders, with lunch now complete, your bellies full, and the rest of the day ahead of you, what are you planning on doing for your downtime?
I have a couple of things that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
One is I need to check and see if my mom wrote me back, because I sent her a letter asking for money like days ago.
Yeah, that was technically 2 days ago, I think.
Yeah, I want to definitely, before we do anything, I want to see if she wrote me back. I'm not sure how quick the mail system is in this world.
Fair enough. You can absolutely go and do that before you head out of town, but the question is, what are you heading off to? What job are you going to take? Or, if you're not going to take a job, do you have any other plans for the downtime? Can't hear you.
I don't know about you guys, but Zormunder almost killed me. And I kind of want to get a little bit of revenge. So I kind of want to find him.
I'm all in on vengeance.
Yeah, I'm kind of down with that. I don't like the idea of somebody getting away, leaving a job half finished. I would like to spend some time, though. I've got these formulas on how to make some cool bombs and some ammunition and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all want to take a day, I could maybe pump out some stuff.
That would be good. I have to wait about a day for my shield, so...
Yeah, so let's spend a day doing something, and then tomorrow morning we'll go after Zormunder.
Maybe try and do some recon.
Sounds good to me.
I think Draven's too good at recon, but sure.
Recon requires perception that Aeden is not good at.
Yeah.
Probably do some recon.
Okay. Well, let's go ahead and get some stuff done first. Malachi, you can head over to the courier's location. That's up here towards the north of the city. When you arrive, unfortunately, they tell you the courier has not returned from Coltrast yet.
Understood.
They estimate probably 2 to 3 more days before a return would feasibly come if they replied the moment they got the letter.
Which my mom will, of course, because she loves me. So...
You say this to literally everyone around, and like, you know, your friends are there, and they're like, oh yeah, cool. And the guy behind the counter is like, of course, sure. Whatever you say, sir.
All right, I'll be
I
back.
had mom to love me.
Listen, we can't all have everything. Just me. But, alright, I'll come back in a few days.
Absolutely. Now, you also said that you wanted to take some time to craft some of the explosives that you now know how to make.
Yeah,
tell me a little bit about that.
I'm still too short on the formulas because I got 8 of them and I just cannot decide. So I'm just gonna ignore that for now and make that tomorrow's problem. Okay, so it says I have 2 infused regents, so I can kind of just instantly make stuff. So I want to spend one of them to make some ammunition. It says if you use it to make simple ammunition, you produce 10 rounds.
Okay. Is there is there a crafting DC for that, or is it just part of something you can do?
Not with the infused regents.
Nice.
I just can spend it and do it. And I do it during my daily preparations without the normal cost or time expenditure. So I can make 10 rounds of ammunition, and then I can make 1 bomb for free, and then after that, I'll have to do crafting checks.
Let me take a look at your ability here.
I think those also only last for the day.
For the day.
Yes.
Use batch to create basic items. Ammunition such as black powder, blah, blah, blah. But then I can just make it every day. So
yeah, so it's just something you do during your preparation at the start of the day, and you have an extra 10 rounds of ammunition, and you have your bomb.
So I think I'm gonna make this Pesh pine grenade or whatever that I took.
Okay. Now keep in mind, though, you did say you're gonna take the day to just relax. So you're gonna do that at the beginning of the next day, as the start of your preparation.
Yeah, so this is the stuff I'll do for free, and then I'll actually have to spend time crafting, and then that's where I get into like some crafting stuff that I don't fully understand about.
Yeah, so at the start of every day, you get to do the 2 things for free, and that's at the start of the day. So you can make them now, but if you're not going to be doing anything else,
I'll make them tomorrow.
Yeah. Now, as far as like the crafting, the permanent ones, since you do have the rest of the day, you could spend some time doing that.
Yeah. I would like to do that. I'm trying to click my... Oh, it's blocking my pop-ups. I was like, why is this not opening? There we go. Okay. If you want to go to somebody else, I'm going to read a little bit about the crafting.
Absolutely.
So I can understand it a little bit.
So you all have the rest of the day to basically spend doing whatever you want to do. We're using today as a day of downtime, and then you'll have 2 days after that to do whatever jobs you want to do. Or wait a minute, no, sorry. You'll have 3 days. Today was, she was telling you they're going to be here in 3 days. Yeah. So you have 3 days to do jobs or whatever. But this right now is still technically, you have about 8 hours left of a general day to do whatever you want with it. Does anybody have anything they want to do with that time?
Really have any specific tasks. I think Draven's probably just going to do their daily like prayers and affirmations, and then probably go check out Morblints and see if they need any more help over there. But there's nothing else really, since I'm waiting for the shield.
Absolutely. Okay. Well, you can spend the day after doing your daily prayers and devotions and stuff like that, which you do alone in your room. You can head over to the bookstore and hang out with Morblint and Tom. And while they don't have like a lot of work to do, like they're just two old dudes that own a bookstore. They write in their spare time, and other than that, they're just living their best lives. So really, they don't have a lot of work to do, other than like maybe some gardening outside, stuff like that. But they will. You've built a rapport with these two men, so they will absolutely let you hang out with them and kind of talk shop and that sort of thing. If Morblint is a wizard and has done a little bit of adventuring, so he could answer any questions you might have on, well, a lot of different subjects, really.
Oh, Draven, can you find out if they've written any more books?
Yes. Absolutely, Draven will definitely ask about that if they have any more books, if they're working on any more.
Oh, well, they have an entire series written. You have the first.
It's the first.
Oh yeah, Morblint will tell you that he's currently working on book 6.
Yo. We need more wizard smut.
I will absolutely purchase more copies of it.
I would have also sent money just in case.
Oh yeah.
Low-key, Matt forgets how much he charged you for the book.
Let me see if I wrote it.
This can be a later thing if you need to. It's fine.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely. But yes, so I don't remember. I don't think it was that much. I think it was like 5 gold, maybe.
Yeah.
That sounds about right. So let's say it's 5 gold per book. They like you. They're going to give you a 2 gold discount.
Sweet. Hey, that 16. Yeah, 16 gold. That'll give me all 5 copies, and they're working on the 6th one. So, yeah, I'll do that.
Let's see. No, yeah, right. Yeah, so you've got 5. You can have the total of 5 books. You know how Chuck Tingle writes some really, really interesting literature. It's kind of along those same veins. Some of them are slightly absurd. The writing is extremely well done. But all in all, it's all smut. It's just all smut. The plot is thin. The prose are shaky at best, but it is exactly what it's meant to be. Just be absolute literature porn.
That's fine. This has kind of become Aeden and Draven's nightly routine where we just read a chapter or two, I think. Just talk about books. We're starting a book club, a smut book club.
A smut book club.
Smut book club, love it. Maiko, Kikiro, do the two of you have anything you want to do for the day?
I don't necessarily think I need to do anything. I don't know if there's any way I could get any information where this guy may have gone in the town. I kind of doubt it.
You could certainly ask around town to see if he showed up, but beyond that,
We would have to check out the tunnel entrance might have went out of. Because we didn't check that area.
Am I able to access that area where he escaped from, like from the town?
You could certainly take a hike over there. It's a few miles outside of town. But at the same time, with half your friends out doing various tasks, it's certainly less safe traveling by yourself.
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
probably want to accompany.
Do we want to do that? Do we want to just go see if we can find anything like to give us a head start on our trek tomorrow?
I am okay with helping or trying to help.
Bring in the woods, trying to find clues.
Yeah, I mean that way, because like I said, I just really don't have a whole lot that I necessarily need to do in town. So rather than waste the time, I mean, if you guys want to come with me, you know, maybe we can get some sort of information.
Maybe get a lead or like find footprints or something.
Yeah, like I said, give us a little bit of a head start for tomorrow.
Okay, so the three of you are planning on heading out of town and hiking the couple miles back to the ravine to look for clues.
Yeah.
Okay. What I would like for the three of you to do then is I would like somebody, whoever is navigating, to make a survival check, or it could also. This is just a recall knowledge, so really any skill that that you could think could be applicable to that, you can roll. Survival is obviously the go-to for tracking, but you could also use, say, a lore if you have a lore that might fit. It's up to you.
Would nature maybe fit?
Yeah, I think nature would work.
I mean, I've got terrain lore. I don't know if that would really help.
What lore did you say? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
I've got terrain lore.
Terrain lore? Yeah, that would also work in this circumstance. So, if the two of you are wanting to work together on this, one of you can roll the help check to see if you can assist in this, and then the other person can make the roll.
Yeah, I've got a +8, which is pretty good.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the help checks. I got +5s.
Okay. So, Maiko, go ahead and do your help check with your lore skill.
Okay, so I just roll my lore.
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's you're aiming for a flat 20.
That's 13.
13, unfortunately, it is not enough. You're not able to remember a whole lot of the terrain you were going by because you're with using the wheelchair. You're pushing and concentrating on that, so you weren't paying attention so much. But Kikiro, go ahead and make your nature check. What the fuck?
I don't know why my Discord cut out for a bit.
Well, if you didn't hear me, go ahead and make your nature check. What'd you get?
21.
21, very nice. Okay, yeah, although Maiko really isn't a whole lot of help trying to remind you of different landmarks as you're going, you can clearly remember the various plants you passed, the path you took through the woods near town, and it doesn't take you long to hike the 2 miles outside of town towards the ravine. It's just basically a gouge in the earth between a couple hills in a little bit of a clearing in the woods, not far outside the town. When you arrive there, you do see that there are a pair of town guards who are just kind of sitting there on a rock, one of which is standing on top of the the ravine itself, watching out while the other one is sitting down there, more guarding the entrance itself. The both of them hear you as you're all approaching and kind of jump up and look and see you. But after a moment, they recognize, you're the ones the mayor told us about, the ones who were investigating down below. I don't think we've met before. Hi, my name is Richard.
Hi, Richard. I'm Aeden. Would you like some honey?
Sure, right, why not? And the guy on top of the ravine is an older dwarven man who yells up there, "Hey, if you're gonna get some honey, get me some too. Put it on some bread or something." And you see the guard down in the ravine there with you. That's just going to be a thing, apparently. Menards is coming in strong in the ravine. Anyway,
So good.
Oh no.
I love it.
the guards come over, and you have your new honey, so it's not like all gunked up just yet.
Right. I haven't even opened it yet.
Hmm.
It's not even open yet.
So
Wow.
the guard comes over, and he
I
has
know.
like a folded napkin that he brings out, and there's like half a dozen little biscuits in there. He's like, "Yeah, I'll take some. I'll take some honey. Sure, why not? Is this from the stall in town?"
Oh yeah, I love honey.
Oh, she gets the best honey.
I'll share some of my lavender honey
Absolutely.
with them.
The other guard on top of the ravine is starting to climb down the side. You got that little shower of dust and dirt that coming down as he's just kind of skidding along the side of it. You all have to like get up and get out of the way. And the one guard starts yelling at the other to watch it. You don't want to get dust on the biscuits, yada, yada, yada. And then you all spend probably about 5 minutes there, sitting there eating biscuits and honey together.
I want to imagine that Aeden is like just using her hand, like dipping it in the jar and just smearing on the biscuits for him.
Oh.
Yeah,
And like
we don't have
in
knives
between
here.
licking her fingers and then dipping it back in and smearing on the biscuits for him.
It's a little off-putting to the guards, but I imagine it might be more off-putting to some of you. I don't know. But you're at the ravine. The guards knew you were there, and you had told the mayor to like have the guards watch out for any kobolds that might be coming down. So were aware of everything you told the mayor and that sort of thing. You weren't surprised to see them either. But now that you're here, what do you want to do?
Who's good at talking?
I'm not terrible at
And this is the entrance where we think the guy left, right?
It's the entrance that you all used to leave.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'd say I'd want to ask them if they happen to see him. Like, I'd describe him. Maiko knows what he looks like and would describe him
The gnome?
in great detail. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes. So I would want to ask the guards if they happen to see the gnome go by.
1 second.
I didn't have any butter, so I just honeyed them up.
You
So they'll
honeyed
be
them
off.
up. The honey is spread with your fingers. It's kind of sticky. You're kind of sucking on your fingers now. But the guards will share the biscuits. You asked whether or not they had seen anybody, and they're kind of thinking a little bit right now as I try to figure out how to roll this up for them. The guards tell you that, no, we haven't seen anything. This is the older guard who's just stuffing his face with a biscuit. Nobody's been down since we've been here. It's actually been really, really quiet. We were kind of wondering whether or not those kobolds will ever even show up. But we're watching, we're vigilant, we'll be ready in case they do, and don't worry, the mayor told us that you're expecting some to come here. We'll question them before attacking, don't worry.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Do you, by chance, know of any other entrances to these tunnels in this area, or is this the only one that you know of?
As far as we know, this is the only entrance. The mayor just told us to come here and guard it. We honestly didn't even know about this one here.
Okay, this is fair. All right. Does anybody else want to ask anything?
What's in the area? Is it all just woods?
So the area you're in now, it's actually more of an open hilly plain. You're kind of in between two hills. There's the mountain that's far to the north, a little bit to the north west, just a touch from your current location, and a lot of the runoff from that kind of washes through here, which has created this gorge, this ravine that you're currently standing in. It looks for the most part to be natural water erosion. And the way the tunnel is positioned, it's in such a way that, like, unless you are standing on top of the ravine at just the right angle, chances are you would have never even seen this. So it's not really surprising that the foresters that live in town have never found this before. Apart from that, there is the forest that's surrounding the mountains, and to the south of your current location is the cliffs that make up the southwestern coast of Coltrast.
I think the only other thing I would do is look around for, like, footprints of the gnome. I don't know if the guards are going to have much more information for us.
Yeah, probably not. I was kind of thinking the same. I was kind of thinking look around for footprints or possibly another entrance, because I don't feel like there's only going to be one entrance. I feel like there's got to be other entrances somewhere.
Okay. Well,
At least one other one.
There is stuff to search out here in the ravine. There is a few things that you could possibly take a look at. Of course, there is the tunnel itself. There's the edges of the ravine. You could look for foot traffic in the dirt. Also on the northern slope and the southern slope of the ravine, there is also quite a bit of tall grass. The guards do point out one thing. There is one thing they did notice with their roll. They bring you over to there's kind of just a large rock to one side of the tunnel that leads down underneath the town, and on the other side of it they show you that there's this little indentation that they uncovered. It was kicked over with dirt, but as they were brushing it around there, they did find the remnants of a campfire. And they suggest that maybe you might find something there. So there are 5 different things that you can really look at.
Well, you said they took us over to the campsite?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we start our search here?
That's a good place to start.
Okay. Well, I figured you all would be there together, so I gave you 5 things to look at. But I'm going to have the 3 of you roll different checks on different things. You get to decide what thing you're going to look at, and then you're either going to roll a survival, a nature, a perception, or possibly a lore check. It's up to you which one you roll, but you have 5 different things you're going to look at. The tunnel itself, the campfire, the edges of the ravine, the foot traffic in the dirt, and the tall grass. So each of you choose one to look at, choose what roll you're going to do, and then do it.
I think with my terrain, either would terrain count for foot traffic too, or would that just?
That's possible.
Because I was thinking either check the foot traffic or the tall grasses with my terrain. I think I'll do the foot traffic though. Maybe so. Maybe if we can find the gnomes' footprints, we can go from there.
Okay. Yeah. Why don't you do the foot traffic then?
And do you want me to do a public roll or?
Yeah. Actually, no. I want all of these to be blinded GM rolls. So it's more fun for me that way.
Delioth, what do you want? What does Kikiro want to do?
I think Kikiro is gonna look towards the tall grasses, hopefully with nature, to see if there's anything weird or broken up or something.
Okay.
What were the other? There was the ravine.
There was the campfire. There was the tunnel itself. There was the edges of the ravine.
I will do the campfire. My nature and my perception is the same, so.
So that would probably be a perception. It'd be an investigation perception roll. These are all technically gather information, I guess.
Never.
Yeah. Okay. We are going to start things off with Maiko, who decided to go and look around the area at all the foot traffic, looking for any signs of anything nearby, anything that you're basically like, you're almost CSI investigator. You're trying to get a clear picture of the comings and goings and look for anything out of place. Now, as you spend some time examining it, looking around, you do, of course, notice your own footprints. And footprints that you can assume would be the guards. You can see that there were some very old prints of kobold and goblin that a lot of things have trampled over, giving you the impression that these were made much earlier than your group were making. As you're judging based on the foot traffic and you're looking around, considering the fact that there was a campfire nearby, you're pretty sure that at one point the kobolds and goblins and everybody working for Zormunder had camped here in this ravine. It's difficult to tell exactly how long they had camped here, but you can definitely tell it was a while ago. And judging based on what you know of the fact that they had made another camp in the tunnels themselves, chances are this was their the camp that they started out at before they made their way into the tunnels. Unfortunately, with as much foot traffic as there's been, not only your group and the wheelbarrow with the heavy machinery in it, the guards and all of that, it's difficult to tell like one set of prints that could have been specifically a gnome going through there after all of you. It's just too hard to tell. Aeden.
Yeah, no.
You spent some time looking over the campfire. You can definitely tell that, based on the signs of the camp and the signs that Maiko kind of pointed out of the different areas of being used as a camp, you can definitely tell that this area was last used probably several months ago, if not longer. You don't find anything within the campfire itself or around it that might give you any clues or anything like that. The one piece of something that you do find interesting is you find what you're pretty sure is the buried bits of their cesspit, the camp cesspit. You kind of smell around in the soil and you notice that, but as you're looking at it, you kind of glance over, and in one corner of a wall, you see carving that you recognize as script. What languages do you speak?
That's a good question. I know Common, Emerald, Fey, Goblin, Kitsune, and Necro.
It is Goblin. It literally says Zormunder sucks ass.
Nice.
And it's concealed in just a way that unless you're actually sitting there using it, you would not see that. Unfortunately, you do not find anything else.
Well, guys, it looks like...
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna... Well, it looks like this campfire hasn't been used in, like, months. So at least it's not recent. And the goblins didn't like the gnome.
Now then, Kikiro, you are examining the tall grass at the top of the ravine, searching for anything you might find. You start off in the southern side of the ravine and start making your way through the grass, and you don't really find anything over on that side. But as you're circling around and start making your way, you do notice at the edge of the ravine a little bit of scuff marks, which would only have been made by somebody climbing up from there. You follow the natural train of direction from those scuff marks, and you can see that through the tall grass there has been a bit of a path pushed through. Like, you know, when you're walking through a big field of tall grass and you just start walking through it, the plants kind of get spread to the side from your feet and kind of push there, and when they swing back, they're still not quite where they were, and you got that little bit of a V. You're seeing some of that. And so you go and investigate, and you get down on your knees, you're looking around, you find footprints, very small boot prints. They can't be more than like, I don't know what medieval sort of measurements would be, but based on the size, it would have to be someone of small stature, someone who does wear boots. And you do know that the kobolds definitely did not wear any sort of shoes. The goblins themselves, you did see them in person, and you noticed that while some of them did have shoes or wooden togs or something like that, they didn't have any like actual leather boots with heels. And that's definitely what this is. This is made from a boot with a heel on it to give a little bit of elevation. And judging based on the size, it would have to be someone short of stature, like a goblin, a gnome, a halfling. One more thing you find as you're following this trail. You notice that there's something in the trampled underneath the grass like it was stepped on, and half buried and hidden in like dead grass and mud. You pick it up, and it is a folded piece of paper. When you unfold it and look at it, you find that it is depicting a gnome woman with braided blonde hair, wearing scale armor and wielding a warhammer in its outstretched hand. You know, kind of like that Lady Liberty type thing. Under the woman, there is a little bit of text. What languages do you speak?
Common, Tengu, and Wild Song.
So you do not recognize the language of that's written underneath it, but you can clearly tell that it is script. The tracks continue on through the tall grass for a ways. It seems to be heading towards the north, towards the forest, which is another few miles up ahead of you. You would just be able to see it in the distance. And that's what you find.
Fantastic. So we should go back and tell people about this and tell our resident person who knows languages. See if they can decipher this message.
Well, I doubt it'd be. Because I have common, halfling, and kitsune. I'm assuming it's none of those.
It is none of those, and it's not goblin or any of the languages I remember Dyto saying she spoke.
No one can read this. We have general direction of where he probably headed.
Are either of the guards gnomes?
Neither of them are gnomes. One's a dwarf, one's a human.
If we could see if maybe one of the guards knows other languages. I don't think so, but we could try.
Are you
But
asking?
it's good that we know what direction to go. I don't think we should go too deep into this without the other two.
Oh yeah, for sure. We should go gather our other friends. Maybe one of them speak the language that's on the note, possibly. We'll have to see.
Do you show the guards? Is the question I was asking.
Yes.
I would ask the guards if they speak any foreign languages.
100%
both of them-
showing them this picture.
What's that?
I'm 100% just showing them this picture.
Okay. Easy enough. The dwarf, he does recognize it. His name is Brandie, by the way, and he looks at it and he says, I can read that. It's gnomish. The words on that says, Gnomon forever. I don't know if you're familiar with Gnomon at all.
Let's
Am I
pretend that
familiar
we
with-
aren't.
Gnomon is the nation that split off from the Darwin Empire about 40 years ago. Morag, or the Darwin Empire was split in half during the breaking. One half of it remains the Empire, while the other is now calling themselves Nomond. Their capital city is called Nomengard. It's actually, it used to be half of the Darwin Empire's capital city of Morag. The city itself is split right down the middle during the breaking. And during the split, after the split, a lot of governments changed, as I'm sure you're aware. I have family who live in Morag on the eastern side, and so they still remain in the Empire. But Gnomon is the empire that formed up from the remnants of the Darwin Empire. That's...
So,
What's that?
It's like
this is
Go ahead.
Draven, or this is John. This is Gnomish with Nomond, Nomengard, and I'm imagining it's spelled GN. So it's just
Nomond.
GNO.
Yeah, no, it really is. Literally everything is gnome.
No, man. So you're saying that choice I made as Ichabod to fuck them dwarves up was a good thing?
I mean, that's certainly a way to think about it.
I was like, I don't know them. It's fine. Okay, that's funny.
It's true, yeah. But over the last 40 years, the Darwin Empire, the split in the land, split the nation itself, and half of it is now run by, or is now Nomond. a mixed culture society that's run by gnomes.
Good for them. I think I figured out crafting.
Hey, let's hear about crafting now that we're done with that segment.
Okay, so I think it would be better if I instead try to craft the ammunition. So to craft the ammunition, I can make 10 at a time because it's non-magical ammunition. And then the crafting rules, it says find the item's price in silver pieces. Mm-hmm. So 10 of them would be 1 silver piece.
Okay.
Find the item's DC in this. They've got like a table, but the table doesn't really. It has like crossbow bolts. I don't know if you want to use that. It's up to you.
That's close enough.
Okay, so it says the DC then is 15 for crossbow bolts.
Yeah, I think that's fair for your ammunition.
And then it says, oh man, hold on. I exited out of my page and I need that. Come back. How did I just lose this? All right, well, anyway, it was like you pay 1/3 of the price. Mm-hmm. So that would be like 4 copper pieces. Mm-hmm. And then I make a check, a crafting check, which I will make right now. I got a 16.
Okay.
And then it's like if you're doing it daily, because it assumes you're doing it weekly, but if you're doing it daily, then you divide that by 7, and if that is equal to or less than the value, which is 1 silver piece, then you succeed. Then you make it. So 16 divided by 7 is going to be more than 1, so I would make 10 in one day.
Yes, you would be able to make 10 in a day. Okay. You spend your day because you have to go around, get the chemicals. You have your setup that you have to go and do. I don't know if you, Brie, have ever made bullets. Matt knows how the process is, and it's not like super complicated. You have to grind your ingredients together. You have to mix it up in just the right formula. You have your casings, which you have pre-made, and you save because it's just much smarter to do that. That way, all you have to do is put in your starter plug. Then you pack it down with your black powder and the other stuff you need, and you put your lead bullet that you melted, and you have to file and get just right, and then you put it into the bullet itself, and you have your bullets. It's a process. It takes a while, and you spend most of your day doing it. You would finish this probably about the time your friends would arrive back in town towards the end of the day.
So question, do we round down on the price because it says 1/3 of 10, or do we round up?
I always round down just because I'm used to that. I don't know if Pathfinder rounds up specifically, but I'm just going to go with down because that's just how I always do it.
Okay, perfect. So that way I've got 10 bullets that aren't going to disappear tomorrow, and then tomorrow I can make 4 bombs.
Yes.
For free.
Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Well, after a day of Malachi crafting and Draven hanging out with his adopted dads and the rest of the group investigating around this tunnel that you had all found, you rejoin and get together once again in the Crow's Cask Inn for your evening meal to plan out your next course of action. The music is playing, beer is served, as well as a very hearty stew made of blood sausages and potatoes, and you have some time to decide what you want to do. What is the plan once you get up in the morning and Malachi makes his bombs?
Well,
I mean,
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I would have. Obviously, when we got back, we would have let you know what we found. So I would say probably should head out and start trying to find this guy. I don't want him to get too much further.
Can you give me the spark notes of what you found? Because I was so enraptured in trying to understand what crafting was that I didn't hear a word of it.
Yeah, basically, we were looking through the grass area and we found footsteps that we are pretty sure is the gnome's footsteps.
Little gnomish feet. And
Yeah.
you found a note?
Yeah, we found a note about no man's land. And yeah, so well, I figure we'd go back to that area and follow those footsteps and see, whereabouts maybe they would lead.
Question to the DM. Before the breaking, did gnomes have a nation of their own?
They did not.
Okay.
Before the breaking, the gnomes and the dwarves and the orcs all had one united empire. Well, I mean, all of these races you could find everywhere, but the Darwin Empire is also called the Dwarven Hegemony. They basically ran this gigantic underground nation, and another half of it was above ground, but it was run by the dwarves. But it was comprised mostly of gnomes and dwarves and orcs.
Okay.
And that was the primary races that lived within the hegemony. But if you know anything about hegemonies, you know that it was the dwarves who was definitely in charge.
It's not exactly equal.
No. King Darwin was the king at the time before the breaking. He is still the king. It's just their empire is half of what it once was. If you want, you can also just make a history check, or a lore check, if you want to, about that.
It would be society.
Yeah, society. Sorry.
Yeah, I want to know if I know that my grandpa did that. Nope. Not a damn thing.
Yeah, you don't know shit about that.
You don't even remember who your grandpa is.
It was never around, Like, he's just always out doing stuff. And I remember he dragged me to church when I was a little kid, and I hated it.
That's
terrible.
True. But he's dead now, so.
Rip. Hey, spoilers. Do I know that?
Yes, you know that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, you would know that he is dead.
Yeah.
He died a couple years ago.
Rest in peace.
With the one, though, I think you might have forgot.
Yeah,
forgot.
maybe you don't know. I don't know. But yeah, so, like Malachi, you don't know shit about what was going on in other countries. Why would you? That's not your thing. Yeah.
I don't know them. He has the same mindset as Ichabod. I don't know them. Why should I care?
Yeah, so really don't know too much about the Darwin Empire.
All right. Well, fair enough. I think it's a good idea that we should go after Zormunder, and seems like we've got a path to go on.
Yeah, let's go pick up Draven's shield.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Please, I would like that. I feel naked without it.
Do we all have to go to pick it up, though?
Yes. I don't know if I trust you guys alone. Come with me.
I'm just going to be sitting at the bar.
Exactly. No.
I look wistfully at the bar. I can't remember what that guy's name was that I slept with last night. That's in character too. I'm like, but my friend, so and so. I probably want to talk to him.
Yeah, I'm not going to bother to correct you.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know if I wrote it down either. Terrible.
I mean, I feel like that would be a Malachi move.
Yeah, I immediately forgot his name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, that tracks.
All right, we're picking up the shield, I guess.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, you would be able to pick up the shield. Matt vaguely remembers saying that it was going to be fixed the next morning. We can just skip ahead to that. You all, if you need to take a long rest and heal up, you can.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So everybody go ahead and do your long rest if you need one. Prepare what spells you need to do all of that fun stuff. And other than that, you can all wake up the next morning go down to the inn and have your free breakfast, because the mayor has paid for your lodgings and stay up until the time that your conclave representatives show up to help.
Oh.
Oh, could I have tossed a 3-action heal before we take our rest?
Yes, you could have.
A little bit of extra healing.
Yeah, speaking of which, would anybody else needed extra healing before you did your long rest?
I would have.
Yeah.
Because that 4 will bring me back up to full after I rest.
Same as me.
Get up to max with my rest, so I'm good.
Everyone should be full.
Alright, so it's 4. We get 4 healing, right?
Yes.
Well, is that 4 for everybody?
Yes, the 3-action heal is just an AoE.
Perfect.
That has 1 roll.
Oh. You do it at
We're
the
all
tavern.
together
Even like
at
the
one
old
point.
man in the corner gets 4 health. He's
Yes.
Love
Why
it.
am I sober?
I feel good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good. I only need 2 more to be at max, but I think I'm good.
Well, there's plenty of time, so you could have had someone heal you.
Love to try and treat your wounds.
say, I mean, if you needed any even just
10
like
minutes.
1 HP, either one.
Oh, yeah, you have
or
lay on
Draven
hands,
would've
don't you?
healed. Yeah.
I would only need. Oh, so I would be full then? Because like I said, I only needed 2 to get to max.
Yeah,
at this
it's. I think if that's the case, I would have known that, I would have done lay on hands a long time ago. You guys would have been healed.
Yeah, because you can redo your lay on hands after 10 minutes. So you spend an hour
Exactly.
healing somebody, resting, healing somebody, resting. You can just basically heal everybody up.
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good.
So let's go with that then. Now, once you all wake up, you are able to go to the blacksmith who has repaired your shield. So you can pick that up.
Oh, yay. Okay. I figured out the little crafting section on my character sheet. I feel so good.
Good. And Malachi, you would have had your time to craft your couple bombs that you can make every morning.
Mm-hmm. So Malachi comes down the following morning, and I'm wearing the all-black gunslinger outfit, so like the western shirt with the black fringe, and then I've got my hat of disguise. It's also a black cowboy hat now. And I come down and I've got a sash with 4 bombs on it, and 2 of them are glowing. Just spinning the gun.
I'm gonna turn to Aeden. Are we gonna be okay? Are we safe?
I'm just like literally just spinning the gun and like aiming. Like I feel like really cool.
I will keep my shields on us just in case. Because I trust Malachi. I don't trust Malachi's aim.
Well, howdy everybody. Y'all ready to get this party started?
Is it just like one of those bandoliers that go
Or
across your
really
shoulder?
The splash
Yeah, it's
damage. I'm afraid of the splash damage.
What splash damage?
There are some bombs that have splash damage.
I don't know what you're referring to.
I'll remember that.
Okay. Well, it is day 1 of 3 for this downtime. You said you're wanting to track down Zormunder, and you essentially know a starting point from the ravine heading north. Is there anything anybody wants to do before you head out to start searching?
No. I think I'm good.
I'm good. I'm full stocked up, fully healed. We're good.
Excellent.
Sheathe everything real quick.
In
There you
that
go.
case, your group sets out fairly early in the morning, making your way towards the ravine. You would find that there is another pair of guards watching the tunnel at this point. It's two different individuals from the ones you met yesterday. A pair of humans this time, male and female. They wave at you and kind of come up and see what you're doing, but once they realize that you're just heading out to search for them, they let you know that they haven't seen anybody during their time. Still keeping an eye out for these kobolds, but other than that, they just kind of wave you off. Now, you're heading to the north. You're following the trail that Kikiro had found through the tall grass. From this point, you are going to have to do a bit of investigating, trying to find, or at least keeping the trail. If somebody wants to roll for this, it's either going to be a survival or a nature check. If somebody wants to aid in this, they're going to roll before that second person, like always. And other than that, this is technically an exploration mode kind of thing. So beyond the person who is leading the trail, that person is going to be making either that the nature or the survival check. Other than that, I will allow one person to try to help them. Beyond those two, 3 of you have to decide what you want to do, either aiding in this or doing other things to keep the party safe, that sort of thing. If you look on that handout I sent you all a while back of different exploration activities, you can see the different things you can do. My first question is, who wants to help in the navigation? And who wants to make the actual navigation roll?
I was going to say, I'm probably our best navigator.
Yeah, I've got that +5 in terrain that I could use for the help action, unless somebody else has something better.
All I have is perception, but if you've got terrain, that's probably going to be better suited for this.
Okay, yeah, then I can do the help action and hopefully succeed this time.
Okay. Well, if you're helping, go ahead and make that help check first. You're aiming for a 20.
Can I have a free one, a free +1?
And do you have anything to give you a free +1?
It might have changed recently.
I can say please.
You can say please. Unfortunately, it does not work that way.
Then it doesn't work. I got close.
Oh, you rolled a 19. That's harsh.
Yeah.
I know, that's what I was saying. Can I please have a free +1?
I know, and I wish it. I wish it worked that way. I really do.
Is it the
you
aid
are
action,
the
right?
DM. Yeah, it's the aid action.
I think its DC generally changed in player core.
Did it?
It went from 20 to 15.
The drama.
Bum bum bum.
Bum bum bum. That would be so much better because, like, sometimes you have to roll higher to grant somebody a +1 than they even need to roll on the check. It's like ridiculous.
Let's see.
Oh.
Oh, they did change it to a.
That is a relatively new change, so.
That's probably why Matt doesn't know about it. But I'm looking on the website right now. And yeah, sure enough, aid, it is dropped to 15. So, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Yay! I helped.
You helped.
Hey, good job. You helped. So, Kikiro, go ahead and add a +1.
Oh.
And if Paizo would just be nice to me and, like, you know, text me, let me know when things change, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, Kikiro, what'd you get?
20.
Very nice. Okay. So here's the deal. The two of you working together very easily find that trail. It is leading to the north. It's heading towards the forest a little bit. It's kind of going off. You're seeing that it is veering in a bit of a northwestern direction. So it's heading more along the edge of the forest. I have shown you all a map before. Let me see here if I can pop it up to you. You all should be able to see it. It's under the journal entries and party handouts. There's the Barony of Coltrast map, so you will be able to see it there. When you look at it, you can see that basically everything to the north and to the northeast of Woodpine is forest. If you start heading north and a little bit west, you do see there are some forests there, and then beyond that, it's heading into more of a mountainous region. So, while the two of them are leading the trail, my question to the other three of you is, what are you doing during this time?
I would like to scout.
Okay, so you're kind of scouting ahead, keeping your friends in line of sight, but also just, you kind of skulk through the trees a little bit. You're looking for enemies and that sort of thing. What I want from you is a stealth check, but I want that to be a blind check, please.
Is this not perception?
Well, I am going to have you do that too.
Okay. You said blind.
Now, the perception check you can do to everybody.
It's 22 on my perception.
22, very nice. Okay. What about everybody else?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to avoid notice because that's about the only thing I can do.
Okay, you are avoiding notice. Give me a stealth check as well.
Draven,
how about you?
Draven is just going to do the defend action, so I'll have my shield already raised and ready, and just kind of keep at pace with Malachi where we move at half speed, so.
Absolutely. As you're all moving in the direction of the woods, Malachi, you're scouting, you're keeping your eye out, you're also trying to stay low because you don't want to be seen while you're scouting ahead. Aeden's trying to stay out of sight as much as possible, and thanks to her small stature and size and the fact that you're going through tall grass, it's not difficult for her to do this. Draven, you just have your shield ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your group, as you're making your way, you eventually reach the forest. And Kikiro, you can see that the trail that you're following is leading into there. It has continued in that northwestern direction, but it is definitely leading towards the woods. Malachi, you do not see a whole hell of a lot. You do spot, like, there are some deer moving through the woods and that sort of thing. You don't see any signs of individuals, enemies, especially not Zormunder. Your group continues on for a good hour or so into the woods. The shade is kind of nice. This is the summertime right now, and it is kind of warm out, and especially being directly under the sun, and so the shade of the trees is a little bit cooling. Malachi, you would be the first person to spot this, being that you're scouting ahead. You see that there is a small clearing ahead of you. You're coming in towards the northernmost part of the forest, just not far from the beginning of the rise of the mountain. You can see that towards the east of your location, there is a bit of a rise of a cliffs that you can see, and around those cliffs there's a bit of a clearing from the trees. In this clearing, you can see that there are quite a few large stones, no more than like 2-3 feet tall, but they're arranged in a circle. There is in total, let me count them real quick. There's a total of 7 of them, all arranged in this bit of a circle in this clearing. And since you've been scouting ahead, I imagine you've kind of crept up a little bit to see this. And you can see that within this large circle of stones, there is remnants of a much smaller, in height, circle of stones, almost like a ring of a campfire. These taller stones that you can see are covered in vines on the one side, like as though plant growth has just exploded around them and are trying to reclaim these stones. But it kind of looks as though you're stumbling upon another campsite.
Interesting. So the little stones is like a fire pit?
Yeah, the small ring is a fire pit, and there's a bunch of, there's like 7 tall 2 to 3 foot stones kind of circling around it. And the ones that you can see have just like vines and plants all over the place.
Interesting. But there's no like tent or anything, right?
No, there's no tent or anything like that.
Alright, I will relay the message. There appears to be a Korok puzzle ahead. And we need to put a rock in it. No, there's a campsite. It looks like a weird kind of campsite with some vines growing over, a little dubious.
Occultism check?
Check for traps?
You will definitely have to get closer to do that sort of thing.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, as you're doing that, I think this is actually a great place to pause and take a break. This is 7:30. So we will be back in about 10 minutes, folks, and when we return, we're going to find out what our heroes discover at this apparent campsite. Stay tuned. And we're back. Welcome back, everybody. When we last left off, our heroes had been following the trail they think the gnome Zormunder left while escaping from them, and which led them into the forest towards an area that seems to be looking like another old camp. There is a circle of taller stones around a much smaller circle of stones that appeared to be an old campfire circle. Malachi is a little bit ahead of the rest of the party and can see that. You can also see your friends making their way up, though Aeden is still definitely hidden. So my question to you all is, now that you can see this campsite, what are you doing?
You said there were a bunch of vines, right?
Yeah, there's a lot of vines and plant matter all kind of on half of the stones that Malachi can see.
I'd like to keep an eye out for traps.
I was about to say, I want to do a perception check to make sure that we're actually alone and there's nobody like hiding in or around the trees.
Okay. Are you doing this from the position you currently are? Because, like, from where you are right now, Malachi can see it. They are about 70 feet away from the campfire itself. Your group in total is around 100 feet away from it. So you can kind of see the stones, though you did not see the campfire. It was Malachi who saw it, but has probably gestured to you all that, hey, they can see something.
Yeah.
I would be down to make that perception check from my more advantageous position.
Yeah, absolutely. Go for it.
Here goes. Looks like a 25.
Nice.
And I'm listening too. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have done my listening for my +2.
Well, you know what? I'll go ahead and give it to you. You're kind of doing both in this instance.
My satellite ears.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to buy you a Cadder headband. I need to do that. I got
something that'll clip to my headphones. That would be perfect.
Anyway, so you got your cat ears satelliting around. You got your keen eyes looking about. You're examining the space. You don't see much of anything. Here's the fucked up thing. Like, you don't see a whole lot of birds. You can hear them in the distance, but the area around here, you're not seeing a whole lot of movement, neither bird nor squirrel. You can see the plants, the vines and plant matter and moss and lichen and whatnot that's kind of grown over the stones that you can see from your perspective. You can see that. Lot of plant matter, in fact. Nothing seems to be moving, though. In fact, now that you're looking around, nothing's moving, period.
To the point where that's really suspicious.
I mean, you'd certainly think that there would be birds nearby hopping from branch to branch. You can certainly hear them in the distance, and you can hear it over the sound of that the foundry makes. But beyond that, like, you're not seeing any. They're all in the distance.
And when you say nothing's moving, not even like breeze through tree?
Oh, no, there's definitely like breeze through tree. There,
okay, I was like, wait a minute, this is creepy.
Yeah, no, it's not that bad. We're not going Midwestern horror here. You're just not seeing like birds moving or squirrels moving. The tree branches aren't swaying from that sort of thing. But like, there's still wind.
Okay. I just turn back to everyone and say in my normal voice, I don't reckon there's anybody around. No small critters either, which is a little suspicious in and of itself. But I'm not checking out any life signs.
I'm assuming we're closer to him at this point, right?
You can start creeping your way up there. I don't see why not. You're welcome to move your tokens as you like.
I'll get a little closer to the fire. Do I see smoke rising?
No. So on this map, it is kind of orange now that I'm looking at it, but it's not lit.
Okay.
You can see the circle of stones. You can see like it looks like there's something next to it, kind of rusted and brownish. You'd have to get closer to really get a good look at it.
I got a bad feeling about stepping in this circle of stones. Y'all ever hear about like fairy circles and stuff? Like all the mushrooms?
Fairy circles. I don't think I know anything about those.
You don't? Man,
I love those. I step in every one I find.
What? Are you
Draven
okay?
slowly starts to turn to Aeden. What?
Well, I did hear that.
Hold on.
I did hear that potentially the Fae folk like to party. So if it's gonna be a good time, I'm okay with it.
Okay, I rolled a 15. I probably know something.
Okay.
I'd say, yeah, you know a little bit about the Feywild and certainly the Fae in general. You know that there are certain places in Loroupa that connect to the Feywild. Most of these places are currently occupied by druid groves. There are set places within Loroupa that druid groves have access to the Feywild at certain points within the lunar calendar, and it shifts month to month, season to season. You would know all these things. Do fairy circles exist?
I am a fairy, so
Yep.
I mean, I know something about them.
Yeah, you certainly know about that. Does this look like a traditional fairy circle to you? With that 15, I would say that no, it does not.
This doesn't look like a traditional one, though. Ours aren't usually made with rocks. Usually it's made with some other kind of plant matter.
I guess a more likely idea is that all the foliage on the rocks is covering up some kind of trap mechanism, and we're going to step into where the fire is and fall into a spike trap or something.
I would like to make an occultism. Is it occultism check maybe?
Okay, for what?
Well, I mean, just the placement and the description of it, it's giving very, like, almost witchy vibes. Like, this is definitely either occult-like or something like that.
Make an occult check. The one thing I will point out is that all of the plant matter that you can see is on the interior of this circle. So everything that's inside the circle, it has the plant material on these rocks. On the outside, not nearly as much. Like, there's some moss, that sort of thing, but not nearly the vines and foliage that's on the interior of the circle.
So it's not like this map is depicting where it looks very clear next to it.
It was an old map that I used.
Yeah, okay, I just wanted to make sure. So are the rocks covered in material?
Yeah, the
like
rocks
these big
themselves.
Ones out,
so imagine
the big ones out here?
You can see the 7 rocks, right?
Mm-hmm.
Each one on the interior side is covered in some sort of vinage, foliage, that sort of thing. It's very bushy on that side. It's like plants that just kind of grown up along that side of the rock. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
What did you roll, Draven?
I got a 15 for my occultism check.
As you're looking this about, nothing about it really gives you witchy occult vibes.
Okay.
Honestly, as you're looking at it, what the kind of vibe you're getting is that someone moved a bunch of rocks near a campfire to lean against it, and over time, it's kind of grown.
It's just weird that it's grown on the inside. Like, the sun ain't shining just on the inside of all these rocks.
Oh.
Can I inspect a rock?
Are you walking up to one of the rocks and inspecting it? Yeah, absolutely. Make a
that sounds
perception
promising.
check.
20.
As you're approaching the rock and begin to examine it, it's very dense, but there's something inside all that foliage. It's hard to see at first. You kind of get close and you're looking at it, and as the sun gets through the trees and just hits in that right area, you notice there's something inside of it. A skull. Bits of flesh. And then the thing starts moving and shaking, and you can't help but call out.
I say, nope.
Nope. And you jump back as all of the rocks, the foliage on the rocks begin to shake and move. So I'm going to need everybody to roll for initiative.
So with my scout, it says at the start of the next encounter, every creature in your party gains +1 circumstance bonus to their initiative.
And everybody does.
So that's... Oh, circumstance can't stack, right? Because I have a +2 for my 10 paces.
Yeah,
+2 circumstance.
No,
okay.
circumstances
So I
do
won't
not.
add that for me. But everybody else does. Oh, I don't need it.
Ooh, 27.
Nice.
Love me a natural one.
Oh my god, Aiden, no.
Obsessed.
Aiden took a honey break.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
You're just like sandwiching out the list, the initiative. So a lot of us will go first, and then all the bad guys go in the middle, and then you'll hit them right at the end. It's all good.
Something like that. Okay, I need some music here.
Our Curse of Strahd game was bad. I don't think anybody rolled above a 10 initiative.
I hate
Oh
that.
no.
Here we go. So good news is that with your attentiveness, you have spotted these things that are starting to move and rise up from the sides of the stones. There are quite a few of them. The vines begin to shift upward, rising up, and some of the vine and plant matter begins to like slough away, the stuff that's actually connected to the rocks. The things that rise above that at first seem humanoid. You can see bits of bone, bits of flesh, the remnants of armor and clothing, but mixed in with that is plant matter. Vines, tendrils of plant, mushrooms sticking out in odd angles. Like have you ever seen The Last of Us? That's kind of what you're getting here. Those kind of vibes. They're all starting to stand up and push themselves up. You can see a total of 6 of them getting up and moving about. But Maiko, you're the first one to react. So what do you want to do?
Yeah, so give me a second, because I was thinking of something I want to do, but I'm not 100% sure I can do it. I don't know if I have enough movement. Because I was wanting to try to tumble through one of these guys, but I'd have to have I'd have to be able to end behind them, right?
Yeah.
Would be unsafe.
Yeah, okay, I'm just gonna move up here. I'm gonna move right here. And then I'm just gonna attack this guy right there. With my rapier. If I can find that. There. Does a 26 hit him?
Well, not only does it hit him, it's a critical hit.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god.
For 17 damage.
Oh.
To
Wow.
this one right there.
Yeah, you come rushing up forward with wielding that weapon of yours. You cross towards it, you stab directly through the vine and plant matter that's there. Your aim is true. It goes directly through the neck, bisecting the spinal column between 2 of the vertebrae. The creature cries out. That's enough to drop it to the ground.
Oh jeez.
Success.
Okay, nice.
I feel like that's worth a bit of panache, don't you?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think so.
Let's see if I can put this on you. There you go. So that was a movement and a strike. So 2 actions.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I can't move and attack this other guy. So I think I'm gonna be done for now until my next turn.
Okay.
If you're good with nature,
I don't suppose
you could do a recall knowledge to try and get information about them.
Oh, I can?
Mm-hmm. You can.
I would assume it'd be a nature check, but
I mean,
yeah, for this circumstance, you would have to use a nature.
Sure, why not? I mean, I only got a +1, but I'll try to see if I can get any.
Yeah, unfortunately, that is not enough. Seems like they might be some type of undead, but you can't tell beyond that fact.
Okay. Well, that's it for me then.
Okay. Next up, Malachi.
So 10 paces gives me 10 feet of free movement. I'm gonna move like 1 and 2. And then I'm gonna use my action to move a little bit more. So I'll move to right here. And then I will use another action to draw one of my glowing bombs. And I will use my final action to throw it right here. So I don't know if I have to make an attack roll to hit the ground there. It says on the bomb, hold on. It says on the bomb, when the bomb strikes a creature or a hard surface, it shatters.
Which one is this? The Pesh Pine?
No, this is bioluminescence bomb.
Bioluminescence. Okay, let me take a look here real quick. Vial of glowing blue constitutions foot in 10-foot radius. When the bioluminescence strikes a creature or hard surface, it shatters and releases the bioluminescent fluid's energy in a flare light. Each creature within 10 feet of where the bomb exploded must do the reflex save. So if you're doing it right here, yeah, that should be good enough to affect these 3 creatures there.
I think it's 4 of them. This guy here.
That's 15 feet.
Oh, is it? Oh, because of the stepping.
Yeah.
Like technically, if he were to step that way, it would cost an additional 10 feet.
Oh, you know what? Yeah, no, I'm not going to worry about that. You're good. It can affect these 4.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I forgot about that.
That's how the measuring tool was working, but you're absolutely right. That is technically 10 feet away. I'm good with that.
Okay. So they got to make a reflex throw and a fortitude throw.
Let's see here. No,
That one succeeds.
that was you. That was not what I meant to do.
I did it, guys.
Yeah, you did it yourself. You're good.
I closed my eyes really tight because I knew.
Okay. How do I do this stupid thing? Bear with me 1 second.
No worries. Malachi's just like, I hope this works. I just kind of threw some chemicals into a jar.
No, it's still doing it for you. Why the?
And it started glowing for some reason.
Okay. Never mind. I'm not going to do it like that anymore.
I'm really good at reflex throws.
Apparently, you
Congratulations.
You're wasting up all my good rolls, man.
I was about to say.
Good. Good.
So mean.
Okay, there's the... Now I'm able to do it.
Yeah. I can't see it.
You
so.
can't see it because it's blind, but I can see it, and that's all that matters.
And it's DC 17 for both of them.
Okay, let me take a look here real quick. Okay, so it looks like two of them actually did fail the reflex save, so 2 of them are currently glowing.
For 24 hours.
Yeah, for 24 hours apparently, which is weird, but why not? I'm going to do that real quick so you can see them. I'm just going to put... How much feet is... They just glow. Okay.
Yeah, so it says the vial gives off dim light in a 10-foot radius, so it could be a dim light in a 10-foot radius.
That's what I'm going to go with, just for whatever. So that one is glowing.
Oh yeah. You're welcome, guys. I made him glow. If they try to run off, really gonna see where they go.
You will. It's definitely helpful. So those 2 are glowing. The 2 that are glowing then had to make the reflex or the fortitude save. One of them failed. The other one succeeded. Okay. So this guy over here that's glowing also got the shit kicked out of him with
He's
your
dazzled.
spell. He is now dazzled. So let me pull that onto him. That dude is now dazzled. So there you go.
And then the other 2, did they both succeed?
They both succeeded, yes.
On both of them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the reflex and the fortitude.
Yeah,
okay.
I actually rolled really fucking well.
Well, I did what I could.
Why did one of the guys here?
Because I forgot to switch it. That was all why. It's every time I make that roll, I have to click the toggle to do it. And I just didn't do it once.
No, he's talking about why this guy.
Yeah, the brute disappeared completely off the map.
Oh, that's weird.
There he is. Hi,
Can
friend.
you see him now?
Oh, God.
Yeah.
No,
We could for a moment.
Whoa, he's
Is he there?
yeah.
Can you see him?
Nice
Can
back.
you see him now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Holy fuck. I know a lot about Foundry, y'all. Can you tell? Woohoo!
It was spooky the way he faded away.
Right.
Anyway, that's your turn, Malachi.
Yep. I look at Draven and give him a thumbs up. That was cool, right?
Okay, let's see here. What? Next off, we've got one of these critters, the one that succeeded in both of his rolls. They're rising up from the rocks at this point. They're starting to stand upward. This one is going to use its first action to move a little bit. To right here. Let's see. That was their first action. They get to right there. They're going to have to make a second action. They're coming towards your group, but they are unable to do anything more than that. You just see this thing moving, reaching out towards you, Kikiro. But they're unable to get close enough to do anything more than get right there.
Are they moving particularly slowly?
They actually are moving kind of slow. It's almost as if they only have 2 of their 3 actions. They're so slow.
Nice.
However, at the end of its turn, when it stops right there, I need both Malachi and Kikiro to make for me reflex saving throws.
Can we use one of my good ones that you rolled earlier? Never mind, I got a 28.
What'd you get, Kikiro?
I got a 16.
Both of you succeeded. The plant matter that's coming off of these creatures are kind of moving on their own accord. They're wrapping and trying to wrap around your legs. You notice this fact as it's happening, and you're able to jump back and get out of the way. It seems like that just the vines move around these creatures.
I don't like that.
Kikiro, you're up next.
Right on. I've been given a target. Walked into range. So I'm going to cast Gouging Claw at them.
Nice.
Chip chop. That's not good. That's
Oof. Yeah, that is a miss with nat 1.
Take an action just walking away, but not too far. Go like. Right over here.
Okay.
Behind my big friend.
Let me double check here real quick. That should provoke an attack of opportunity. But it cannot. While you're like kind of expecting this thing to swipe at you as you run away, it does not do that.
Sweet.
Next up, one of the creatures, this one over here, is going to move towards Maiko and get to right about here. That's its first action. Second action, it reaches out and attempts to grab you. Oh, wait a minute. No, it can't. It's going to attempt to strike you. Sorry.
No grabbing.
Oh, that's a 27. That definitely hits.
Unfortunate.
Okay, so the moment it hits you, there's an explosion of yellow pollen that erupts from its tentacles. I'm going to need you to make a will saving throw for me.
13.
13 is a failure. You are now fascinated.
Oh no.
That tracks.
When you're hit by this, your eyes are just assaulted by this yellowish pollen that just kind of clings to your skin. It's distracting and it's off-putting. So you're going to be taking a -2 status to your penalty and skill check, or to a -2 status penalty to perception and skill checks. You can't use concentrate actions unless they are related to the subject of your fascination, blah, blah, blah. But yeah, you are currently fascinated. Let's go ahead and roll some damage here.
Can we not?
That's going to be 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yikes.
Ouch.
That's going to be that creature's turn.
Hey guys, try not to get hit.
You say as
Agreed.
you're coughing from all the pollen.
Allergies.
Try not to get hit.
Do you need an Allegra?
Maybe.
Draven, you're up next.
Claritin.
All right, this is real exciting. First things first, I'm going to draw. I think Draven's going to be curious about it, so I'm going to draw the smoking sword.
Okay.
I want to ignite it with my second action.
Okay.
And then third action, I'm going to raise my shield.
I think you already have it raised, right?
You did have it
From
raised.
your-
Oh, I did.
Inspiration.
Okay, but it says, okay, your last action was to raise shield, so I was going to do Devoted Guardian, which is why I was going to do that, but...
You can do your Devoted Guardian.
Okay, great. Then, yeah, I'll do the Devoted Guardian and give Malachi a +2 since I have a tower shield to their
Plus
AC.
2 AC?
Mm-hmm.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's your 3 actions.
That is... Which one do that?
Okay. We have another one of these plant-looking, mushroomy kind of zombie critters. This one is going to be moving towards Maiko. Oh, I also forgot. Sorry, Maiko, I forgot about this. At the end of your turn, or at the end of the thing's turn, once it got in that area, I needed you to make that reflex saving throw. So why don't you do that for me real quick?
24.
You are good. No worries.
A +10.
However, that was for the one that came up to you and hit you. When the thrall ends its movement next to a creature, it has to do it again. So I need you to make one more.
23.
Still good. You're nimbly dodging out of the way of these tendril-like vines that just seem to be acting of their own accord and trying to grasp onto you. Since it can't do that, it is going to attempt to strike at you with its second action.
So this one is dazzled, so he has to succeed. He has to succeed on a DC 5 flat check to target her.
What? Oh, that one's...
He's dazzled,
that's
right?
the one that's dazzled.
Yeah. Yeah, when you clicked on him, it popped up his thing saying he was dazzled.
Okay, so
he has to make a DC 5 flat check.
Okay, let me do that.
If he succeeds, then
what skill?
it's just flat.
Just roll a d20
Just a flat D20.
Gotcha.
and roll a 5 or higher.
Got it.
Or roll
don't.
a 2.
No, roll less than a 5.
We got a 9. So
Well, I rolled a 9, so he was fine. Thank you for that. I rolled another nat 20.
Oh my god.
Donkulus.
That sucks for you.
Can you not?
You're already fascinated. I don't think I need you to be fascinated again. Let's see. The creature is fascinated for as long as fascinated has been action. Yeah, I don't see a reason to make you re-roll that, because you're already fascinated. It doesn't look like you gain anything on a critical. So let's just roll that damage. Oh, wait a minute. I rolled the wrong thing. Don't do that one. Sorry. It's the second one.
Break fascinated.
What's that?
Taking damage normally breaks the fascinated condition.
Taking damage does break the fascination?
Yeah, it says this condition ends if a creature hostile actions against you or any of your allies.
That's true. That's true. So this will, that would break it.
Hey guys, I'm kind of hurt. Just,
Look fine
just
to
so
me.
you know.
And I'm going to say that since it broke it, I'm not going to make you re-roll the fascination. I'm just going to say that it broke it at that point.
I'd appreciate that.
Aeden, you're up next. Apparently you're currently encumbered and clumsy?
No, I'm not.
No.
For some reason, my climbing kit that got left in the cave was still in my inventory.
Gotcha. That's weird.
Or it got put back into my inventory after I deleted it after we left the cave.
Well, go ahead and delete that. You're good. Go ahead.
I am going to first cast shield on Maiko, and I'm going to use my amp to put 3 on her.
Nice.
That's my first action, and then my second action, I'm going to let's do it on one of the ones on Maiko, because Maiko's getting beat to shit. Let's telekinetic projectile at the guy in front of Maiko.
This guy here? Or this guy there?
That one.
Got it.
We're gonna make it piercing. We're gonna like pick up some like the needles from the trees and launch them at him.
I like it. Grabbing the needles from the trees, you throw them with that telekinetic thrust.
Oh, it's a hit.
Yeah, 19 is gonna hit.
For 9.
9 points of damage. These needles just impale into this leafy, weird body. Takes the damage, is still up, however. Next up, we have another one of these creatures rising up from the against the rock they're standing. This one looks a lot bigger and bulkier than the ones that have been moving before it. Let's see here. It's 15 feet. 25 to right there. It saw Aeden throw all of those pine needles at one of its companions. It's not super smart, but it's smart enough to at least recognize a threat. That was its first movement. I'm going to need you, Aeden, to make that reflex saving throw for me.
19.
19 does succeed. You are not able to be grabbed. It is going to make its strike against you now. The only other thing it can do. That's a 13 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. You see it lumbering towards you. You're small. It's almost damn near large. So as it's swinging at you, you are able to dodge. Another one of these critters are going to be moving again. What happened to my thing? This one, let's see here. It's going to use its first action to move towards Maiko. You are right there, sorry, but they're coming at you. I need that same fucking throw, the reflex saving throw, as its aura of tendrils try to grab onto you.
Wow.
Can't hear you, Maiko.
12.
Oof,
I didn't
yes.
roll good.
Yeah, it does manage to grab you. You are now grabbed. You are held in place by the creature, giving you the off guard and immobilized conditions. If you attempt a manipulate action while grabbed, you have to succeed a flat DC 5 check, or you don't get to do it. Roll the check after spending the action, but before the effects are applied. So you are currently grabbed. You are immobilized. You are incapable of movement. You can't use any action that has the movement trait. That was his movement. Now it's his action. He's taking a slam against you.
Could you stop rolling 27?
I feel like you're
please?
broken.
Wow.
3 in
This
a
is
row.
not fair.
I guess not quite in a row because you did roll
I mean,
one.
I did just roll again just to
Okay.
see, and it did come up normal, so...
Okay.
Can we take the second one, please?
That's crazy.
That is crazy. 3 nat 20s in a row. This is a new strike, but you were fascinated. You broke your fascination on that turn. I'm gonna say you're not fascinated still. You are still taking the critical damage, which is 14 points of damage.
I'm done. I'm
You're-
gone.
You're currently
I'm
unconscious.
Yep, I'm out.
You all watch as these 3 plant zombie things come running up toward Maiko, pounding into her repeatedly, and Maiko falls down, unconscious.
Oh, Ashlyn just redeemed a healing surge for Maiko.
Nice. Okay. Here's the good news, is that you go down and you hit the ground. But while you're down and unconscious, you feel the god's favor looking on you. You're going to take a total of 5 points of healing, Maiko.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
While you are still prone, you are still on the
question,
ground.
I forgot. I shielded her.
Oh,
That's true.
we
the
gotta
shield.
roll
So it would've-
backwards.
So it was 14 damage. So all 3 of the shields would have blocked, negating 10 of that.
Okay, so you take 4.
So I had to. Amped shield is a lot of text to read through.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I would have 2 hit points left. Are we still going to use that healing surge, though?
Yes, yes, we will still use the healing surge. So instead of going unconscious, you would have had 2 hit points remaining. Then your healing surge would have hit. Thank you, Ashley. And because of that, you are not prone.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. Good news, you're not prone. And we are at the top of the turn order, which is ridiculous. Maiko, you are up first. While technically you are still grabbed and you are still off guard and immobilized, you are not prone. So what do you want to do?
I mean, obviously I'm going to attack these guys.
Okay.
So, also one thing I kept forgetting is, since I now have Connect, I also can use Precise Strike, which means I get extra damage. So I'm going to, I guess, start with this guy right here. See that one? Right here?
Yep, you're going
That's-
after this guy here.
Yep. So, 24 to hit.
Not only is that a hit, that's a critical hit.
Nice. So 30 plus 2, so 32 damage to that guy.
Yeah, this might come as a surprise to you, but that's enough to take that guy out. Although you are being held right now and kind of confined, you reach out and stab with your rapier, cutting the neck cleanly.
Nice.
Alright, I'm gonna just go move on to this guy right there.
Second
Same
strike.
thing. 5 does not hit.
Definitely not.
Alright, I'm not gonna move or anything, so I'm just gonna try it again. I doubt. Yeah, no, I don't hit him. Alright. I killed one. That's good.
Yeah, you were able to kill the first one, but like you're kind of hacking wildly at the other two, not able to find any real purchase. Malachi, you're up next.
So as a part of my first action, I draw my gun. Is it okay if I draw that?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, on my first action, on my first turn.
Yeah.
Actually, I think it's before we even start combat. It's like as soon as I roll initiative. But yeah, okay. I just wanted to make sure I didn't just do that.
Matt, I'm supposed to still have my panache, right?
Didn't you use that for that last attack?
No, because that was just... So, it just says... If I have panache and I strike, then I deal 2 damage. It doesn't say it uses it. It says... It then goes on to say if the strike is part of a finisher, then I do an additional 2d6. But the way it reads to me is if I just strike with it while I have panache, I get 2 additional damage.
I still think it uses it because you did have panache, and then after you did your strike, it went away. Like I'm just looking
You
at
do
it.
have a 2d6 precision on that attack.
It looks like you may have had a
did I?
checkbox checked for
Yes.
doing a finisher.
So you probably
Yeah.
had it checked
okay.
and did it automatically. That's why it did the extra damage.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine, never mind.
Alright, well, since I've seen that this doesn't look good when they're close to you, I think I'm gonna move. So, let's do... Oh, gotta get the right thing here. I will move this way. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, all the way to over here.
Yeah, nothing seems to be able to do a reaction on you.
I love that for me. And then I'd like to turn around and shoot this fella right here. That's a 21.
21 does hit.
So that's 5.
Yeah, your shot goes off. Boom! Striking the thing, what you assume is like mid-chest. It seems to like jerk back and react, and it does seem like it took the damage.
I will shoot it once more. That one's only a 7.
7,
Never hit
second
with
time
it.
you aim and fire, it goes through a little bit of that plant matter, but it does not do any real damage.
I think as my last action, I will
You moved,
draw.
so that was 3 actions.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yep,
But
no worries.
Matt, your camera is frozen.
My camera's frozen. Huh. Let me double check that real quick. Huh. Weird. It certainly is. I've been having weird tech issues today. There we go. Thank you there. Okay. Next up is a one of these critters, the one that kind of came up here. It is going to be just moving 5 feet to right there. Actually, no, it doesn't need to. I just realized. Oh, no, yes it does. Sorry. Yep, it does have to move 5 feet to get to there. It is going to be taking an attack on Draven.
Oh.
First off, though, I need you to make that reflex saving throw.
Okay. 21.
21 is a success. The entangling tendrils did not hit you. It is then going to make a strike. That is a 15 to hit.
Does not hit.
Does not hit. Very good. Kikiro, you're up next.
Right on. So I want to take an action just to try and recall knowledge about these guys.
Okay. Go ahead and make your recall knowledge check. You can use, nature, I feel like would be the best one for you. I am looking up. Give me 1 second, I'm just reading this real quick.
Yep.
Okay, at examining these creatures, they seem to be, you've heard of them before. They're called, the creature that affects this is called a yellow musk creeper. It is a plant creature that puts its spores and tendrils into other creatures and uses them very similar to the way zombies are used, but they're not animated by magic, they're animated by plant matter. You would know from your role that while these creatures are moving and acting, there's something controlling it. There is a larger plant somewhere nearby that is affecting these things and is making them do what they do. You would also, there's one more thing that I will give you for your role is they're plants. You as a druid know what it probably is effective against rotted, dry, dusky plant matter. I feel like that's enough hint to tell you what you need to know.
Like burn it with fire. Probably the right option. I don't have any of that. That's okay. I'll probably whisper to Draven, burn it with fire, please.
Oh.
So you ignited your sword?
Fire sword? Yeah, I did.
Yeah. And in the meantime, toss an electric arc at a couple of them. I think I'm with them. It's going to be the two. Yeah, it's going to be the two that are harassing Maiko.
You got it.
Much appreciated.
That is 2 fails. One of them is a critical failure.
So one of them takes 3 and one of them takes 6.
One is taking that 3. One of them is taking the 6. Both of them look injured, but neither of them hurt enough to really drop. They're still kind of moving, and you notice like the electric arcs go across their body, and they do take the full damage. Okay. Next up is one of those creatures, the one that has not been hit yet. It is going to be moving, I think towards Draven would be a good move. Draven, it comes right up in front of you. Give me that reflex saving throw.
20.
20. You manage to succeed. You are not grabbed by the entangling tendrils. It is then going to make a strike at you with its fist. That's 21 to hit.
That does hit, but I have my shield raised.
Okay, so good news is it's going to do some less damage. Bad news is you still need to make that will saving throw.
Oh my god.
That is a failure with a 10. You're gonna. There's
we
5
got hero points.
Mm-hmm. You do have. You also have your random Rhapsody coin if you want to reuse that.
Oh, that's
Sure. Let's use the coin. It's close to 9. I'll go ahead and do it. Let's see what happens.
Y'all scare
21.
me when you say it's close to 9, because it's 9:30 here.
I'm a time traveler.
21 is a success. You are not fascinated, and your shield is going to take that 5 points of damage.
Cool.
It did do a movement, so it does not get another action. Draven, you are up next.
Okay. Well, since they're here, I will go ahead and hit the one directly in front of me with the sword. Or attempt to. We'll see what happens. Ooh, nat 20.
Nice.
Finally, turn it back on him.
sweep.
32 points of damage. 12 of it's fire.
Sweet.
Okay, so you did use your action to do the burning thing as well?
Yeah, I did that in my first round.
Yeah. So this is definitely going to be a lot of fucking damage here. 32 points, more than enough to destroy that creature.
Oh my god.
Like, you hit it with your burning sword, and it just ignites in flames. Whoosh! The entire thing burns like a fucking cinder. Like, it was just kindling to your blade. And you have to take a step back from the heat of it. And once you do, like, settle yourself, you notice that it just is in a pile of ash and charred bone at your feet.
Oh, so sorry. Oh no.
Sorry.
You're like so sorry, and Malachi's going, what? Like, that's awesome.
Second action,
Do it again.
I think I will actually. I'll try to hit the one beside it now. See if I can do that.
Yeah, I think you only get the extra fire for the first hit, but you will still get that 1 point of fire damage.
20?
Nice.
Yeah, that definitely hits.
And then 6 damage, 1 fire.
Yeah, it would, but they take extra damage, being the fact that it's fucking weak against fire, so it is taking that full damage there.
Oh shit. Oh my god. I guess for my last action, I'll just raise shield and give Kikiro, since they're the only adjacent one, the +2 to AC.
That's fair. Next up, we have this is the one next to Maiko. Maiko, you're still up. We determined that you are still standing, so it is just going to be making 2 strike or at least the first one is going to be a strike attack. 17.
He's not
it's
dazzled
damage.
anymore.
It's dazzled. Hold on.
He's not dazzled anymore. It only lasts 1 round.
Oh, perfect. Thank you. Let me get rid of that. Doesn't matter, he rolled a 20 anyway. 17 to hit.
No.
No, does not hit?
No.
Nice. Okay, here's the second strike. 16 also misses then.
No.
Not hit.
Very nice. Aeden, you're up next.
I'm gonna unleash my psyche. And then I am going to calculate threats, which will give me a +2 to my AC and reflex saves.
Nice.
And for my final 2 actions, I'm going to imaginary weapon this guy who walked up to me. And I'm just gonna bitch slap him with a handful of with a honey hand.
Oh no! I love it. Bitch
I
slap
mean, it
him with
doesn't
the
actually
honey.
use honey. It looks like it's dripping honey. Ooh, that's a crit.
Oh, natural. Yeah, the unnatural crit, but still a crit. Definitely. Do your damage.
Oh, it doesn't roll critical damage.
It's okay.
You can just hit.
Take double.
So it'd
Yeah,
be
I'm
14.
just going to hit the double. So 14 points of damage. You slash out with these honey-like blades that go flying through him, cutting him deeply. This creature is still up, however.
I could have shot him with fire, but I did. That's all 3 of my actions.
Well, hey, it's that dude's turn. What the? Anyway, it is that dude's turn next. He is, let's see here. Oh, at the end of your turn, I've been forgetting about this shit. You're also supposed to make that reflex save at the end of your turn. So go ahead and give me that, Draven and Aeden.
Mine was a 25.
You succeeded.
Great.
14.
You failed, Draven, so you are grabbed by the tendrils.
Oh.
It's when the creature ends its turn next to it that happens.
Well, they're both dead. The ones in front of Draven are both dead.
Oh, wait a minute. They are dead. Maiko was the one who was supposed to do that, not Draven.
You see
My
the-
bad.
But
Yeah,
I'm
you
already
see-
grabbed.
Yeah, so it
Free
doesn't
me.
It's like the little tendrils that were ash are like kind of moving a little bit.
My bad.
It's like they want to keep going.
Yep, you're absolutely right. They were killed immediately after, so it wouldn't have mattered anyway. It's fine. Anyway, let's go ahead and go with this guy here. Oh, nice. I forgot about this.
Getting everything.
I have a feeling it's not going to be nice.
It's fine. He is going to be making his first strike against Aeden. That is a 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. It also gets this improved push. The monster can use push as a free action, but I don't feel like I want it to do that. I want you by me, so I'd rather just let you take that damage. Here's the damage right there, 10 points to you. I also need you to make that pollen touch save, so it's a will saving throw.
21.
You do save from the pollen. It then is going to make its second strike at you, but a 10 is going to miss. That's it for the brute's turn. We've got one more of these critters there, next to Maiko. It's going to make its first strike. 23 to hit.
Yeah.
4 points of damage. Are you still up?
I mean, I'm still up.
Okay, then make for me the will saving throw, since this is a new turn. What's Christia's saving throw? Oh, wait a minute, never
14?
mind. Never mind. Once a creature succeeds any save... Or wait a minute. You succeed. Okay, here's my question. I need help on this one.
Sure.
If you lose the fascination due to being hit, do you gain it again if you fail the save? Because you technically haven't succeeded on the throw.
Technically, yes. Fascinated is also just a very low risk condition.
Yeah. You did save anyway with the 14. I just wanted to make sure that I was reading
that's
that
an
right.
interesting question.
Yeah. So fascination technically would re-up again since you didn't succeed the saving throw, but now you did succeed the saving throw. So you're good to go, Maiko.
Now you're immune.
You did get the 4 points of damage, but you are still up. That was its first attack. It does get one more because, you know, I'm an asshole. Another nat 20. Holy fuck.
How the fuck are you joking? This is ridiculous.
Would you just stop? God.
No, I just don't want to stop.
This one's a lower though, 22. Wasn't it
Yeah,
20?
but because it was the second strike, it only had a +2.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So another 14 points of damage. Are you unconscious now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, she's fine.
So I'm not going to make you roll that will save again anyway, no matter what. It wouldn't have mattered. But, 14 points of damage. With that, you would drop. You are now unconscious. Maiko, it is your turn next. You are unconscious. You are not grabbed. I don't know why.
Getting dropped to dying also moves you in initiative.
I do need you to make that death saving throw.
Where would it move you to in initiative?
When
moves-
you die or go to dying,
the
it moves you to
bottom.
immediately before. Immediately before whatever dropped you.
Oh, interesting.
Effectively to give everyone else a chance to react to that.
Interesting.
Okay, so it is not your turn, Maiko. It would be Malachi's turn.
That's
great.
Where'd my
Awesome.
shield go?
Oh man, there's this thingy. So does this thing here just look like a big version of these other zombies? It's not like just a plant, right?
Yeah, it's definitely a bigger version of those zombies that you're fighting.
All right. Man, it may goes down, but the thing. I feel like they can handle it. Is the problem? I would like to, because we know. Well, I guess I don't know if our friend here communicated what he knew about these guys. Did you?
Only
say so?
to Draven.
Only to Draven. Okay, so I don't know jack shit, but I did see the fire seems to be hurting him. So I am simply going to. I guess I'm just gonna shoot that guy. Yeah, why not? I don't know to try to listen to somebody. Actually, I'm gonna manifest my armament so that I can have its power. So we'll do planar pain, fire. I spin my gun and it catches on fire, and then I will shoot this guy.
I like it.
I still don't know how to add that. Oop,
Oh my god.
that's great.
Yeah, that is a crit.
I need to make a special thing so I can add the planar pain, because I just don't know how to do that. So I'm just gonna roll this for the crit.
Remind me later, and I'll try to fiddle with it.
Okay. So also I have the fatal, so it's gonna be the D10s, and this will all be fire damage. So that's 23, and then planar pain adds a +2 fire, so +4 fire, 27.
20, yeah, plus the 4 fire.
So it's all fire damage. technically.
Oh my god.
That was wrong.
Well, if he's weak to fire damage, that would be right.
Well, it doesn't quite work the same way.
Okay. It's not like D&D double damage.
No, not exactly.
Your double damage actually did the double. Mine didn't.
Yeah, yours did the double damage. I need to do that real quick. And then it also does an additional damage because of the fire. Here's the good news. It does so much fucking damage. It catches on fire. It's moving about, flailing, crying out in these weird plant noises. That is enough to take them out.
Yes.
With the additional 10, that is enough to take them out.
Sweet. Alright, well in that case I will pivot. So that's 2 actions because I manifested, I shot. Man, I'm so scared to shoot over you guys' heads. Pinpoint shot!
I trust you.
Alright. I'll shoot this guy.
I'm down.
The angle's a little better.
I'm just asking for a 1. That's all I'm asking for here.
The angle's a little better, so here goes. That's a 9, baby.
Well, good news is it wasn't a nat 1. You fire, boom! It goes wide over the head of the creature.
Damn. But hey, I got this one. Did you see? Did you
Thumbs
see
up.
it? Yes. All right.
I call out while unconscious. Yeah, I got 2.
I got the big one though, Maiko. Shut up. You're dying.
Yeah, Maiko can't say anything anyway.
I just know Maiko would be bragging.
Kikiro, you're up next.
Right on. I have a friend on the ground, so we're gonna remedy that with a little old friend called 2 action heal.
2 action heal is fair.
Please do
They're
better than
within
you've
30.
done in the past.
Well, it's 2 actions, so it gets a big flat number 2.
Nice.
That's as high as I could have rolled.
Nice.
Yes.
Here you go.
That is a
8
good
plus
roll.
8.
It is
Yes.
a gift.
That is the best roll.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I killed 2 in 1 hit.
Oh, Maiko, you were unconscious for it, but I got the big guy. If only you could have seen it. It was epic, amazing, coolest thing that ever happened. Period.
That's true.
You'll just
That
have
was
to take my word for
2
it.
actions for you, Kikiro. You got 1 more.
I'm just gonna ride my way, not all the way, but closer, so that I can do things.
Absolutely.
If
Looks
there
like
is an extra.
Draven, you're up next.
First action. Oh my god, not that one. Not that one. We're gonna move. I'm gonna step on the corpse. It's fine.
It's squishy, and your feet like go in. Like imagine, have you ever stepped in a mud puddle where the surface looks solid, but the moment you step into it, your foot squishes? That's what happens, but it's not mud that you just stepped in.
Yeah, Draven apologizes immediately. I'm so sorry. Second action, I'm gonna hit this one directly in front of me. Or try to, we'll see. 24.
Yeah, that hits. It's a critical hit.
Oh shit. 16, and this has 2 for fire.
Very nice. Yeah, 16 points of damage. Which one was it? This guy or this guy?
It was the one directly in front of me.
Okay. Yeah, more than enough to take that guy out. He bursts into flames just from those 2 points of fire that comes off your sword, but it's enough to crisp him up, and he just goes up like tinder. Whoosh.
No, I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna do this, and for my last action, I'm just gonna raise my shield and give the +2 circumstance bonus to Maiko. So you get an additional 2 to your AC.
You could have got that guy.
Thank you.
You say that, it would have been a 1.
Malachi's like, come on, you could have got him. All offense, no defense. The best defense is offense.
So says Mel, the cook on Alice. It is now the turn of the Husker, the yellow musk thrall. That's what they actually are. Draven, I think it's coming after you. Oh, wait a minute.
Oh, dear.
You're supposed to do shit at the end of your turn if you're near it. Draven, you're near it. I need that reflex saving throw.
You got it. 21.
21, more than enough. You are good. Now it's going to take 2 strikes against you. Here's the first one. That is a 19 to hit.
Miss.
Second attack. 16 to hit. Both miss. It's swiping at you wildly at this point. It can tell that the end is near.
Oh no.
Aeden, you're up next.
I am going to shoot a scorching blast at the last one. So that hand that was full of honey is just gonna catch on fire and just.
Big fist. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
No,
And that's like
I had the
flaming
wrong
hot
one.
sugar.
I had the wrong one
That, like,
targeted, but I'm pretty sure. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That just sticks to him and just keeps burning, man.
Yeah,
Gross.
yeah, it does. I've had sugar burns before. They suck. Roll your damage, Aeden.
Why did my psyche go away? Because it should be doing extra damage.
Do this. Press the psyche button.
Because I should still have my psyche unleashed. Hold on. Okay. Now I'll roll the damage. There we go. It still didn't do it, but that's...
Criminal.
There we go. Okay. I had to toggle it on. So it would be double 9, and then whatever the extra it takes for fire.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me do this real quick. Oh, wrong guy. Why did I do that? There we go. It takes quite a bit of damage. As it does, it just catches on fire. Whoosh! Burning and wiggling as it drops to the ground. You also hear, Aeden, in the distance, somewhere to your left, sounds of shaking, like leaves rustling or on their branches.
Can I tell a general direction?
It to the west, to the left of you.
I hear noises to the west. I kind of just want to randomly shoot fire into the trees, but I know that's not a good idea.
I think you should.
You are some. Do it.
Okay, I am going to randomly throw my last scorching blast.
Okay, I want you to do this as blind to GM and as disadvantage.
Okay. Oh, it wouldn't give me the, oh, okay.
Okay, or just roll it twice and I'm going to take the lower number, because you're just firing wildly.
You said keep the lower, blind to GM. This is probably not going to hit, but
Yeah.
I did have one more fire blast left.
It would be hilarious, though.
Bad news is it does not hit. You hit a branch of the tree behind, over here. The tree itself gets hit by the blast. It begins to ignite a little bit. You see some of the scorch from your hit on that tree branch, but it's a healthy tree, so it doesn't directly catch on fire right away. But it did definitely do some damage to the tree. But nothing else happens beyond that.
Well, my Unleash Psyche is over, which means I'm now stupefied.
Hey, Maiko, you are up next, and while you're lying prone, you are conscious.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna stand up, first of all. Like, I know you said we heard something, and she said there's something over there, but, can I, like, hold action or anything?
Well, you can use 2 actions to hold an action, basically.
Okay, I mean, I might as well just do that, because I don't really have anything that I can just throw blindly into the woods.
That's fair. So you're going to use an action to get up, and then you're going to use your 2 actions to hold an action. If anything comes at you, you can make a strike.
Yeah.
Malachi, you're up next.
Oh, Lord. Alright. So she said she heard something from the west. Do I have kind of a general area? Just vaguely over here?
Well, she just said she heard something to the west, and she pointed at this big-ass tree.
And then she shot fire over here.
And she shot fire at the tree.
Yeah.
Alright. I would like to move. 15, 20, 25. And then I will move once more. 10, 15, 25. Oh, actually, I think I could. Let's see, 5. Okay. I'm going to move. I think this would get me. I'm so bad with this thing. If I just went. Ah, wrong thing. Where's a line? There we go. Ah, what's that? What is this?
What are you doing?
I don't know what this thing is. I don't know where that came
either.
from.
What'd you do?
All I did was press the measurement thing, and then I hit line.
I don't know, but I can't even click on it. What the hell?
I did nothing. I don't know what that is. Okay, I'm gonna move right here. I think I'm shooting, like, powers or something.
Yeah, you're like leaving these weird squares here. I don't know what you're doing.
I moved 25 feet.
It's geometry.
That's all I did. I hit the ruler, and then I hit this little line, Ray template, it says. So I fucked up on that. Oh, there's a different ruler, measure distance. I fucked up.
Oh, I see it. Okay, you know what? Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. Good to go. You're moving in that direction. That was your first action?
That was my second action.
Second action.
As my third action, I just want to listen with my big ears. Because it's specifically for finding hidden creatures.
Give me that perception check.
Wow, I rolled a nat 1.
With a nat 1, unfortunately, you are not
Can I use a
able
hero point? Does anybody care?
Well, you got 3 of them. You can use them if you want.
Like,
Go for it.
Do it.
I will do it
Okay, reroll.
with my sharp ears. It's a 19.
19. You're looking about with your, listening with your ears for any signs of movement. You hear some rustling. There is right in front of you. Actually, you stepped over it to get to where you are. There is this patch of leaves that's like, it looks like just a mound of leaves and vines that you were walked over when you're moving. But then you look back and it's like shaking a little bit.
Okay, so with this, as long as you're aware of a creature via sound once per round, your ears can help you point out the creature to all allies as a free action. It's right there!
It's right there. You point out as you're standing right next to it.
It's right here! Y'all, I found it!
That is your turn, and funnily enough, the next thing in turn order is that has been biding its time this whole battle, but you're right next to it, so it's gonna have some fun.
I just realized I might be in danger.
Probably.
Sure. Yeah.
But you'll be alright.
Yeah, it always turns out alright, you know? just
Well,
be-
as
months.
this mound of plant matter is moving, it is going to be using it. First off, it's going to be using its ability to spray pollen at you.
Oops.
So I'm going to need you to, let's see here. I need you to make a will saving throw for me.
9.
That is a failure. It just sprays this cone, this 15-foot cone of spores directly at you, this pollen.
Fascinated?
The creature is indeed fascinated.
Y'all, I think I tried some of this back in Coltras. It's like, not bad.
Yeah, it's crazy. Let's see. For as long as it's fascinated, you must spend your action to move closer. Blah blah blah. That
I
was.
think if I huff a little more, I'll get that high that I got last time. So I'm trying to get closer.
Let's see. That's going to be it for its turn.
Thank God.
Kikiro, you're up next. Oh, Ashley is in chat right now, and she just redeemed a hero point for your group. So thank you to Ashley. Okay, now Kikiro, you're up.
Start running my way in a little bit. So that is actually 30 feet away. Away means I can throw my Tempest Surge at it, surrounding them in a storm of violent winds.
I like it.
DC.
2 the D12.
Come on, do the thing. 14, that is a failure.
Takes both points of damage and is clumsy to throw. By far the more important part.
Clumsy 2.
Clumsy 2. The creature that is rising up from this plant matter is moving in a very clumsy fashion.
Whoa.
Draven, you're up next.
Okay. Shit, it's gonna take me a minute to get over there, but I will go ahead and spend 2 actions to move 50 feet, so that should get me from there. Or yeah, I'll move there basically for both actions.
And you are technically flanking since you're on opposite sides of Malachi.
Ooh,
Malachi's just trying to huff the pollen.
stop it.
Oh,
Yummy.
And then I will hit it. I'll use my sword this time. Where's my actions? And what does flanking do again, or is that just bonus to damage?
it makes
not
them
usable.
technically flat-footed. I'm trying to see whether or not the fascinated does anything about that, but it doesn't.
Not generally.
Doesn't look like it does, so you should be good. So yeah, it's just gonna make the AC of the creature down by 2.
Wunderbar.
And it's actually showing on the thing already. That's awesome. Love it.
Cool. 24.
24 hits.
Uh, 8 damage, 1 of it is fire.
Yeah, you slash at it with your smoking sword, burning through the creature as you gouge your weapon through it. It's definitely going to be taking a little more damage, and you see that it is starting to smolder and catch on fire.
That is my turn.
Aeden, you're up next.
All right. Should I?
You are stupefied 1, it looks like.
Yep. Should I attempt enfeeble or should I attempt fire?
Oh, burn it. Burn it.
Okay. I am going to attempt to use my last spell slot to Scorching Blast.
Looks like you need to make
yes. I made it. I made a 19
you
flat.
did. You're good.
More fire, honey.
Fire! Go! Yeah!
19 to hit.
19 definitely hits.
Nice.
For 11 fire damage.
Oof. It burns into this creature as you zap it with the scorching blast. The fire is beginning to catch hold much more now and spread along the creature's body. It's not dead yet, but it is severely wounded.
You're gonna burn up all the sweet pollen.
This is probably gonna miss, but we're gonna try again for another 19.
It also hits.
Wow.
For 9.
Aeden, since you're going to be gone for a little while, would you like to take this moment to tell us how this looks as you burn away this fucking creature?
So I think what it just looks like is molten sugar just piercing this thing and then covering it.
Yeah, and anyone who's been burned by sugar knows that it just spreads and scorches, and it is painful as fuck. And the sticky mass just continues to spread along these vines and tendrils and plant matter. The flames shoot along it like this weird web of fire and sugar, and the creature just lets out this mournful as it burns away to nothing. Well
Aeden,
done.
I know I said I got the big one, but it looks like you got the big one.
Did
So I
get the
take it
big
back.
one.
Congratulations.
Although she looks dazed.
Mm-hmm.
You alright?
Like, she looks like she has no idea what she just did.
Did you huff this pollen? Because it's doing things to me. I guess I will remain, because it says it ends when he does a hostile action, so I'll be fascinated until it wears off.
Yeah, you're kind of fascinated till it wears off. You're just standing there, like, dumbfounded, staring at this thing that's just burning right in front of you.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
I'll just go pick up Aeden, just put her under my arm per norm, and just start carrying her. This is fine.
When no concern for me, I've lost no hit points at all. I'm completely fine.
That's why I think Draven's like saw you just like vibing over there. Just He's like, no, I gotta go. I'm gonna.
Can I harvest the pollen?
Can you harvest the pollen? Well, I mean, you can certainly try. I feel like that's going to be a survival check. Aeden, while that's going on, like, you're kind of being cradled and you're feeling a little good, but there's something in the back of your mind, that little voice is like, ooh, look over there. Look over there. Look at those mountains. Look at those mountains. Those are so fucking cool. Those are the coolest mountains we've ever seen. Oh my God. Those are beautiful. We just need to stand on one of them. We need to look out over the mountain. We have to do one of those yodel things.
She says that out loud. Everything you just said.
Mm-hmm.
You good?
And how high are these mountains?
I mean, the mountains in the distance are really fucking tall. Those are the Misspire Mountains to the north of you. They're comparable to real world Rockies, in the fact that they are young and they are tall, and 40 years ago, they got pushed to be even taller than they used to be.
There is a... Hold on, let me... Why do you do this to me, Foundry? It doesn't actually tell me what my wings do, but I know it allows me to fly. I just have to look up how far I can fly.
Well, while you're doing that, I'm going to be giving you all some experience for this battle.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be slipping out of Draven's arms as I'm muttering all of these things.
Can I make... I know that it's not, but I think Draven does it and would like to make a haunt roll. He has seen ghosts, he's seen possessions. This is a little... Is this a possession?
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
Girl, are you haunted?
Give me an occult roll.
Just a 12 on haunt roll.
What do you think? I feel like, yeah, you would not be able to tell. This is just Aeden being weird.
All right, that checks out. I believe it.
But Aeden is squirming out of your arms, climbs down, flittily.
No, I'm flying.
Oh, you're flying.
I'm flying.
Oh.
I'm using my wings, and I'm actually going to fly.
Yeah, and
I can only fly for 15 feet, but it's still...
It's still enough to get you to the ground, and the moment you hit the ground, you are scurrying and running, and I feel like that's where we're going to leave our heroes at this camp, watching Aeden just, oh my god, I got to go see those mountains, and piecing the fuck out.
We're all dazed and confused.
Did I get that pollen, though? The 18.
With an 18, no.
Nah.
I mean, well... So you can get a little bit because it's pollen, and you could just scrape it, but it's not enough to really...
I just huff it immediately, it's fine.
Oh, yeah, you're just huffing it? Make for me a fortitude saving throw.
Nice.
I'm just huffing it.
23, baby.
23. Oddly enough, you're able to maintain your... it gives you a little bit of that dazed and kind of high sensation.
That's kind of cool, actually.
Nice.
You guys should try this, but I only got a little bit. Sorry.
And that's where we're going to end things for this evening, with our heroes watching Aeden run off towards the mountains while Malachi is huffing fucking pollen and getting high.
I gotta get high.
So that's where we're going to end things for this evening. Well done, everybody. You survived another encounter. You're on the trail of Zormunder. Dyto's going to be gone for a few weeks, as we all know. She mentioned that in Curse of Strahd, but she's going to be gone for a little bit. We're going to miss you. But while you're gone, we are going to be having a guest player come in and hang out with us for a few sessions to have some fun with us. So y'all get to look forward to that. Dyto, we're gonna miss you. Look forward to having
you guys too.
I know, and then you're.
I really wanted to kill this guy.
You'll show back up, and we'll be like, "There you are."
Yeah,
it's been 20 years.
Well, thank you to everyone who watched this evening. We very much appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with us. Come back in 2 weeks to find out who our mystery guest player is going to be and what sort of chaos their character is going to bring to this group. It should be a lot of fun. As always, we like to go around the table and have everybody tell us who they are and where we can find them on the internet. And John, you're the one who did the recap. Why don't you go first?
Yeah, I'm John. I played Draven tonight. You can find me here every other Monday and Wednesday on Random Rhapsody. On Wednesdays, I am in the Magi Knights campaign. You can also find me on Instagram at CreativePanda88 or at Blue Sky at the johnpoart.bluesky.social.
Love it. Brandie, you're next.
Hi, I'm Brandie. You can find me here every other Monday playing Maiko, and the opposite Wednesday playing Veed on the Curse of Strahd campaign. Otherwise, you can find me on the socials as @RiverDragon82 and That's River with a Y. That's about it.
Right on. Brie, you're next.
Hello, my name is Brie. You can find me here every other Monday playing Malachi Sykes in this game. You can also find me on Instagram at Pink Chic Geek Art. I don't think that Twitch's TOS will allow me to plug doing drugs. So, but if I could, I might say something like that. But I won't.
Don't do drugs.
Allegedly.
Don't do drugs that are illegal.
Yes, don't do that.
Please
They're
drink
illegal.
responsibly.
Unless.
Delioth, you're next.
Right on. I'm Delioth or Braden. I am here, or you can find me here every other week playing Kikiro. You can also find me on Twitter or Blue Sky at Delioth Infinite.
Right on. Dyto, you're next.
I'm Dyto. You can find me on Twitter at Dyto11. Like Matt had said, I am taking a leave of absence, so you're not really going to find me anywhere streaming for about a month or two. So, but I will be back stronger than ever and crazier than ever.
Can't wait to have you back. Well, as always, I am Matthew R. Dawson, your friendly neighborhood host and game master here on the Random Rhapsody Network. You can always find me every Monday and Wednesday running games for these crazy people. Apart from that, you can occasionally find me on a lot of different places. Most recently, you can find me this Saturday, the 13th, over on All on the Table TTRPG. We play at 3:30. I'm playing Pathfinder again. My favorite catfolk rogue is my character there, Tybal Toldrum. I can't wait to play him again. We're hunting small gods. Actually, right now we're hunting a necromancer who tried to screw with us. Haven't found him yet, but we're going to find him soon, I'm sure. So that should be a lot of fun. Well, on behalf of everyone here in the Æther-Tech Wars and everyone with a Random Rhapsody crew, I just want to say, thank you, folks. It's been a delight. So long. Good luck. And until next time, please remember, fight the machine. And good night.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.